Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to a Sunday blog. So, I've been working on the Facebook Marketplace setup, and turns out there's actually quite a few hoops that you got to jump through to get on there. First, you got to get accepted on there. So, I kind of had plans for getting stuff on there already, but it's not quite in my favor yet. So, it is something that's coming, and it will come. It's just I kind of have a few setbacks in a way at the moment. So, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it. I did join the marketplace. It's just a matter of getting accepted, and I'm not quite sure when that's going to happen or if it ever will, but it's worth a shot. If not, I'll work. Maybe it'll. Well, Lord willing, maybe I'll get a partnership out of with somebody for doing marketplace. I don't know yet. Well, whatever the Holy Spirit has up his sleeve. So basically, that's in the works. We're thinking about starting a second YouTube channel, or one for more spiritual, because I kind of get a shift in the mindset for preaching about religious stuff, and this channel is not really meant for that kind of stuff. I never really intended, so we're kind of contemplating on making a secondary one, and something that eventually I'd like to try in the future is maybe doing a web show. But I don't have any studio equipment for doing that kind of. I don't know, maybe eventually somebody could hook me up with either a studio or next to nothing, Lord willing. I shouldn't joke about that, but I don't know, maybe it'd be even nice to get some guests to join along with. You just kind of got to shift in the mindset thinking, as I call it. There's actually quite a few things that I feel are going to change for not in 2020 anymore, but 2021. I feel that there's things are going to progress here. I'm not quite sure how or what is going to progress, but as far as I know for right now, I have no plans for leaving here. I'm thinking I'll be here for the next 5-6 years for now. Then eventually, Lord willing, maybe I can expand into the other room. Because last night I kind of had a vision that maybe this could be the workroom here, and that could be the appointment room or the consultation room. Just as a thought, but I can't make that happen without contributions, donations, or more business coming in, or more stimulus checks. The thing is, it's landlord would have to write up a new agreement, and I don't really want to bother them if I don't have to about it. So they're good enough to me right now. They don't bother me, and I don't bother them about anything, and they usually look out for me when it comes to fire inspections. They'll actually come over and bail me out So thank the Lord for that. That they watch out for one another. That they watch out for the people that are renting here. That they don't throw you under the bus. So I'm thankful that they. I admit I'm not the most easiest person in the world, but then again, if I was like everybody else, what fun would that be? So I'm thinking maybe potentially finding some other means of selling some stuff. I would like to start a recycling program. Not the kind of recycling program that you're thinking of recycled plastic and paper and stuff like that, but I'm thinking eventually start a recycling program on a Saturday where people bring flat screen TVs that they don't want anymore, computers, laptops, servers, routers, switches, workstations, doesn't matter. In working condition or non-working condition. I just kind of got a sense that once I get the marketplace business going, since curbside pickup is a very popular thing at this time, and online sales are becoming a bigger thing, I need to look into the resources of potentially looking into the online marketing. There's a lot of people, they don't like going to stores. They'd rather just shop online and stuff. So why not give the opportunity for some of the products and merchandise here to be online. So that is something that we will do. We just gotta get accepted into it first. I honestly didn't think that Facebook would make it that difficult to get on it, but beggars can't be choosers. There's always other options out there. So on the next order of business, let's see. I don't know, I'm kind of thinking about doing some painting work here on the outside here on the porch. Possibly thinking the color scheme to replace the chip painting or the chipped up paint. The doors are painted like a barn red. I don't know, maybe I would paint them in Jamestown blue. And then the porch portion that's green, and then the trim around the windows that's green, I would probably paint that maybe red, like a cherry red or barn red. Honestly, what would you people think? What color scheme? It's not my building, but I know the landlord wouldn't deny the idea of repainting. But if people have any ideas for color schemes, I'm open to any suggestions. Obviously, Jamestown blues might not be an option here, but who knows? Maybe even some stenciling on a I don't know. We'll wait and see. I kind of got a crafty edge at the moment, but eventually that'll go away. But I already did some paint work in here already with the walls, and I like this floor in that, but it's kind of too dark for my taste at this time, and it is falling apart in places. So the next thing I'm going to try doing is a curbside pickup from Menards. order some. I got about $50 in Lowe's, so maybe I'll buy a box of vinyl tile, and then it'd be basically the same style as what's here, but unfortunately I can't find the 9-inch tile. But basically what I would probably do is where it's high in certain spots, I would probably either chisel or take a wood chisel and just kind of flatten it out a bit where it's raised. Because it looks kind of tacky. I know the landlord is like, why don't you just put a laminate floor down or put a lock and... Problem is, it doesn't really go with the building. And yes, it would be the easier alternative too. Because over in the barber shop area in this building, which is the next room over here, that has it, and that looks nice. Easy to clean, easy to sweep. No waxing, no stripping, no varnishing of any kind. Basically, it's like a composite decking material, except more with a lacquer style finish on it. But you don't need actual lacquer to make it look nice. I'm thinking logically that would probably be the way to go. If I knew I was going to be here for the next 20, 30 years, yeah, I would say build over the top of this and then trim down to the doors. But yeah, I kind of like the quirkiness of what's here. So it's kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. I think I'll just go with the idea of patching the floor and just buy a box of Armstrong commercial grade tile. So this is an idea. Or possibly even, because I'll finish. Go to Lowe's real quick. Take a look here at Lowe's. I hate to say it, but I'm kind of boycotting Menards because of the mask policy. Honestly, the only reason I'm doing it is because of religious reasons and political reasons. So they have a lot of different options here. I'm thinking, well, definitely vinyl. VCT tile is definitely what I want to go with. I don't know. Let's see what they got. I would probably stick with Armstrong because that's basically what's here now. Let's see what they got for green. Maybe they got something kind of similar. Honestly, I think I would probably go with something more. Then again, we'll look over here first. Maybe they got something. Maybe they'll do a different color scheme. This is $1 a square foot. They got burnished sand. Now I'm not going to be doing the whole floor at once. And then you got blueberry. Yeah, it just doesn't go with. And then you got gray, or Dusty Miller, rather. I could see that in like a 50s or 60s school. Soft warm gray. I think a lot of schools use that. And then you got green apple. Honestly, I don't really care for green apple. So let's take a look here. Pewter. That's not bad. Blue cloud. Huh. Actually, I kind of like the look of that. Very light. Doesn't make a polar white. You know, that isn't bad either. It's not too repulsive looking. So when you drop screws and stuff on the floor, you'll be able to see it easier. So just as an idea, anybody's got any suggestions on colors, your comments are welcome. It'd be kind of interesting to hear what other people have to say. So that I kind of like. That I kind of like as well. Yeah, that was just the landlord going by. Purple's out of the question. Let's see what they got for red. Real green. Ah, who am I kidding? This is the only choice I would go with. It's only 80 cents a square foot. So I don't think I'd buy a whole box. Let's see if I could. Let's see what they all have here. I got hazelnut. I think my school actually had tiling like that. The newer section of the building, anyway, from like 1995. They had. I kind of like that. That was always nice. They got a computer. Well, we looked at before. Pearl white. I like pearl white. Such a repulsive kids in this village. Unless you're not sitting playing video games all day, but washed linen actually is kind of nice. Very nice color to it as well. Willow green. That could actually be an option. Shelter white. I like that as well. Who am I kidding? I like most of the options on this series of tile. Cherry red. Well, I think I got my mind made up on what kind of tile I'm gonna go with. So what I'll do is when it comes time for when I get around to doing the project, I'll call Lowe's up and have them order me a box or a couple of those tiles, and then some Saturday or something when nothing's going on here, or I'm all caught up to work over at the church. I'll spend a Saturday here fixing the tiles on the floor. I don't have to. It's more cosmetic than it is anything else. So and even well, I think we pretty much saw everything there was though. And eventually I just kind of got an itch for fixing stuff around here for some reason. I don't know why. Well, there's even also thinking about buying some computers off the Goodwill auction. I've seen a few on there that look kind of catchy. And they got an HP Compaq 8200 operating system. How many days is the bid? Ends on 7/21 and 2:43 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that one. Several information. This is coming out of Indiana. Bid history. There's no bids, payments, shipping. Get an estimate how much that will cost. So $20 plus 13. So we have about $30 total. If everything is inside the computer, like a hard drive and that, and it's all in working order, and everything is, we can easily turn around and make a good flip off of that. Oh, I'm sorry, I thought that was Indiana, that was Iowa. So from they don't really have a good image. But it looks like that's a 2011 to 2012 era computer. So it's got 4 DIMMs. Good. That's only Core 2 Dual. Well here, it's only an 8000. I always wanted an 8000. I got the 2 micro ones here. Alright, let's see what they got here. A ZXE or Z230 with the Xeon E3 1230D 16 gig. Hey, that'd be a nice one. It's slightly newer than what I have here in the workstation. It's got a graphics card on there. I'd say it's like a 2013 and 2014 model here compared to what I currently have is a 2009. So, array hard drives here. It's kind of cool. Tencenter Edge. It's got 2 days before. These are nice PCs. Two cores. So it's a Radeon. That must be an AMD. 2 gigs of RAM. Terabyte hard drive. PCIe's. Pretty cool. And you got a graphics card on here. Serial. Oh, that's one I would definitely bid on. Yeah, I got Inspiron. We've got M78s. That one might be worth. Oh, it's an AMD A6. Hey, that's one I would definitely take advantage of. I don't know. I'm just in the mood for buying and selling computers. I just got a mood to. I don't have any means or way of actually making bids because I don't do PayPal. In my line of work, I'm the kind of guy that pays cash in person, pays cash up front, or the other way around is give me the goods first and then the cash. So a lot of good options on there right now. It's a Linux machine. That would be an easy flip. No, not the Plex. Okay. I just sold one not too long ago. Yeah, it was on a Core i3. And it's that potential. Honestly, it doesn't matter how old the computer is. It's Windows 7 era. You're still able to load 10 on there. It's got as long as it's in working good mechanical order, it's a viable computer. When I sell computers in that, I'm not in it to make huge profit. I just want to sell computers to people that need them. And usually, most of the computers I find usually work. There's only 1 or 2 of them out there that came back with problems. But you're bound to run into that every so often. Not everything's flawless. But long as you got good, honest integrity, and you got good morals and ethics, I think you're going to do just fine. So let's see what else they got here. We got a 390. It is Core i3. I kind of frown upon those. It's kind of turn my nose up at those a bit. Dell XPS, I would definitely buy. It's like a nice machine. Let's see what that one's got. Core i5, 6 gigs of. That would be a good seller. Vintage Macintosh computer would be a good seller. Because there's always people looking for Apple stuff. No Inspiron Core i3. Yeah, I would pass on that. Ooh, Core i7. 4 gigs. It's not bad. That one must have just came in. It's got 2 days. I'm sure the price is going to get jacked up before then. Those are nice machines. Dell, let's see what that has. You're pretty much hard pressed to find a good working dimension. Depending 4 o'clock to 2.20 gigahertz. On that note, I think we're gonna end it for tonight. So, God bless you all. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday that's left, and we'll get back to you in a day or two.